Hey there, Bootzone here. This is a Kryptonite Kryptolok Series 2, sold secure 2013 cycle or bicycle silver lock. There you go, it's the other side of it. This is the kind of lock I use. I picked this one up in scrap, so I don't have a key for it. It isn't locked to anything, but I have 3 of these. I use them on my own bikes and I'm happy with them. I've previously cut a Kryptonite lock like this, but I think it was an older one. So this is one that's kind of contemporary with the ones that I have, and I want to give it a go on the big bolt cutters today to see if they can chop through it. So let's give it a go. So here's my bolt cutters. It's a 30-inch record standard bolt cutters. Quite old, the jaws are quite deformed. If it'll cut it, it'll cut it, and if it won't, it won't. I'm hoping it won't, but I also like it when they do, so let's give it a try. Oh dear. I think it's going to cut it. Just move a bit further into the jaw there. Oh, there we go. Made a bit of a meal of that. Took a few seconds to get through it. Didn't so much cut it as shear it up to a point. Well, it cut a bit and then it snapped it through. Let's try and get it. It's still held together by the rubber, and it's still locked, so actually we're not in there yet. Might do is try it again on the other side and see how that goes. People have criticized some of my previous videos like this for using the ground as a lever, and they're saying if you lock your bike lock, you know, further up on the pole or whatever. The reality is that most thieves won't use bolt cutters like this anymore. They come out with a portable angle grinder and they just take it out of their pocket or out of a bag and cut it and make sparks, but only for 30 seconds and then they're gone. And people watch them, and you can see videos of that as well. So I'm just kind of having a go with my bolt cutters. The reality is though, if you're in the mood, you'll be through it in 2 seconds. So let's try if I can just put a load of weight on it and go straight through the other side. The other detail is that I only weigh about 70 kilos. If you're a bigger fellow or a stronger fellow or woman, you could be straight through it just with that strength. The other thing is, if you were under pressure, so to speak, you might have more adrenaline running through you. Yeah, so some people say I should be doing it like this, and I don't think I'd get through it that way. I could try. What I'm trying to do now is move it right into the back of the jaws. There's no way I'm going to cut it that way. This way. There we go. So if I'd started there, it would have fallen off because it's only hooked on one side. It just hooks in like that. This is exactly the same as the bike lock I have. Now, we came in about, what would you say, 3 or 4 mil, and then sheared the metal. It's snapped in the center. Did we even come in? We came in on one side. You can see how it's got a fault line still. Double fracture on that, I'd say. Now that's still locked, and that's got a disc detainer lock, which are difficult to pick, but if you watch Lockpicking Lawyer, you'll know that you can be in there quite quickly. It's stuck there, so that's not coming out, but it doesn't matter. If you had a bike locked with it, it's gone. This is as much an experiment for me as anything else. I could try it with a grinder, but I know it'll just cut through it in a few seconds, you know, 20 or something like that. I could try picking it, but I haven't got the skill to pick something like this, so there you go. Little casualty there. That blade was not sharp to begin with. So let's put a new blade in. I can't quite tell. If it was hardened steel, that hacksaw blade wouldn't have cut it at all. So I think I'm safe enough with this one. This is a fine blade. The other one was somewhat coarser. It was an Eclipse blade, I think. So I also think I can see two metals in there now. Let's get that collar off. It's interesting, there's a fat bit here that holds the lock, and then there's a thin bit, and you can see inside there's some kind of an alloy thing inside. Let's see what happens when we screw down here. Is that a hardened insert? I don't know if it's taken the tips off my teeth. Let's come at it from that side. That certainly feels hardened there. Doesn't feel like it's cutting at all. But it is doing something. Even if that is just taking the paint off the blade. Want to see, get my breath back, what's in under there. It's a little dimple. It's a rubber pad. Okay. There's that alloy deal in there that must hold the key. So I'm guessing this is an extra shield to protect the keys and whatnot, the locking mechanism. I'm about halfway through, you know, better keep going. Whatever was in there seems to have moved back now. Let's try it again. Moving through it very slowly. I'm more than halfway through. That's 6.5, it's nearly 7 minutes. You can tell it's not cutting like ordinary mild steel, so there's more going on there. Oh, we're about 3/4 of the way, but I'm getting stuck on whatever's inside it. My teeth are almost totaled. So, I'm gonna try hitting it with a hammer. Because if it is somewhat brittle, it shouldn't Shouldn't take too much. Oops, there we go. Let's take a look. There's something in there. So there's a bit of alloy in there. Now I don't know if that's there to clog up grinders or what. I've come through it. Oh, come on. Really? You can barely see that. I've come through it twice and just broken a bit of it. What are we not winning there from? And that's just a piece of tube now. On this side, it really does not want to focus on that metal. So I've cut through more than 3/4, perhaps 3/4. And we're left here with this piece stuck in. It's not going to fall out, is it? And that looks to be, in here at the top, looks to be the locking pin that the key will activate, although I don't know if that's true or not. There you go, nearly 10 minutes. I don't think anybody's going to go through it that way. Maybe somebody would if you had patience. Right, questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching, see you later.